to the wonderful world of how Lee sees it. I am the woman of the hour, Asia Lee, and as always, shop layer lips. All right, guys. Today, we're going to talk a very important topic because every topic that we talk about is important for us as young, educated Black men and women who want to better ourselves and our experiences and our quality of life. Ooh, let's talk quality of life. For those of us out there, let's get comfortable. Let's get comfortable. Let me stop. So for those of us out there, this episode is for the singles. And it might even be for people in relationships. Figure that out as we go. Like, this was a really important conversation for us to have. And today's episode is for the singles, but it's also for people that may be in relationships. And it is to declare that singleness is not a punishment. I was in a book club in 2020 quarantine. It was so great. Shout out to all my good girlfriends that was in the book club with me. We had a lot of great revelations about ourselves. We learned a lot of things. And one of the things that we learned, first of all, we watched sermons from a pastor, a young pastor that's in our generation, maybe a couple of years older than us, and his wife. And it was just a couple of different lessons about singleness, and more so the gist of it was worrying about yourself. It's just so crazy how many of us skip that part. We just jump from adolescence to being young adults, teenagers, into adulthood, which is now, and then 30 and 40, and as we go on, without worrying about ourselves. And it's not even about people in our generation. It's about when people decide to catch it. Some people never do. Some people never catch worrying about themselves, and they may spend their whole lives because they have no respect. I might as well just dance with it, right? I could be frustrated about it, but I'd rather not, So what we gotta do. Obviously I lost my train of thought, but the real point that we're here, we're gonna bring it back. People don't worry about themselves. Yeah, I remember. I ain't that bad on it. We jump right into wanting to be in relationships, and then we forget all about everything that we want for ourselves, our goals, our aspirations, our dreams. It is so easy. And I get it. The idea of love is so beautiful. Companionship, partnership, it's amazing. And when you find that person that's your person, I'm all for it. I'm all for building a life with somebody else, as long as that person is bringing you to your highest potential. I'm going off the cards because as long as that person is bringing you to your highest potential, being in a relationship is beautiful. Imagine meeting someone that is their whole self. And when we talk whole self, we mean a person that is healed from their childhood traumas, or at least working through it, because none of us will ever truly be perfect. But to be actively working on yourself and actively be self-aware of the things that you've been through and how they affect you as an adult, that's big for men and women. And that is the primary thing that keeps a relationship going, that keeps a healthy relationship going, not toxic situations that you carry on with people. Healthy relationships consist of one person that is whole and another person that is whole. And the relationships that we all goals and y'all looking after, that I feel like would give an example of two whole people would be Sierra and Russell. And it sounds like a cliche. Sierra Russell. Oh yeah. Sierra is a real woman that has chosen the wrong guy however many times. That's her business. And when she was ready to choose herself and choose her self-love and dig deeper into who she is and what she deserves, because we as people only choose the wrong things based on how much we love ourselves. It'll never be anybody else's fault. And this is me talking to myself when I talk to y'all, and I understand these things. It will never be anybody else's fault. When people do wrong things to us, yes, they may be messed up individuals, but for them to even have found themselves in your space, it might be a little something about you that you have to dig deeper on to even allow that type of person close enough to do anything wrong. And that's not to say people are not going to do wrong things, but I mean just choosing the wrong toxic situations, people, this person cheating, that person lying. We bring these things upon ourselves because a lot of people feel like singleness is a punishment. So you settle for things that you don't need to settle for. You deal with things that you don't have to deal with. You lose yourself in keeping up with somebody else. And I just want to say for myself, because I can speak from both sides. I can speak from the aspect of when I was in a relationship and all the things that I started doing when I got out of it. I'm like, yeah, as a getting ready to be 28, I don't want to be back in another relationship until I'm completely fulfilled and whole and happy with everything that I'm doing in my life. So I can't blame it on the next person. I can't blame it on he didn't do anything. You need to be in the place that you want to be completely before you feel like somebody else is holding you back. They're not holding you back. You're holding yourself back. And when we're single, you have the space, the freedom, the opportunity, the liberty to do whatever it is that you please without having to answer to anybody, without having to think about anybody else's feelings. That freedom alone, I'm telling you, the longer I'm single, the more comfortable it's becoming. Obviously, sometimes you just want that. You see it, and it's like, oh, that's so sweet, that's so cute. But honestly, I'm not so wrapped up on what I see because I also see the other hand of people taking pictures, and that's so cute and that's so sweet, and then there's no substance behind it. And it's a whole lot of cheating, it's a whole lot of down talking, it's a whole lot of lack of development for both people. Like, neither one of y'all not really about nothing. Y'all not pushing each other to y'all fullest potential. Just having sex, having kids, and that's it. Life is so much bigger than that. And we're so much more than that. And we have so much more to give to the world than just reproducing and not creating financial stability in our lives and not breaking generational curses of dysfunction and healing our childhood traumas and making sure that our mental health is checked in on frequently. You know, I'm a talker. That's why I love my show, because I'm a talker and I want us to just start being more talkers. We have to do this. We have to talk finances. We have to talk breaking generational curses. We have to talk coping with singleness. It's not even a cope. I feel like coping is like something that you have to do in a negative connotation. I'm really enjoying life, being able to get up and go however I want. I have no children to ask anybody to watch. I have no man to have to ask if he okay if I go with the girl. I enjoy picking up and going wherever I want, meeting new people, creating new experiences. I don't feel limited in the person that I am. I feel like I'm my most free, beautiful, loving, happiest self. Like, I just want to dance. I want to party, drink champagne, enjoy music, and, travel the world, spread love, and there's no pressure there. Singleness is not a punishment. I'm starting to feel like a relationship is a punishment, especially if it's with the wrong person. It's a punishment. Get to losing yourself, get to losing your voice, get to losing your ambition. Sometimes you lose your body. I mean, I'm telling you, the only relationships that are really the biggest goals that I feel like y'all have are the ones that are celebrities, because they have money, so it just looks better. Tell me how many people around you, your friends and your family, that you like, listen, no, that person, them two, they are solid. They are goals. Y'all only goals in admiring people y'all don't even know. Don't nobody post none of their family members like, no, this is goals. Y'all want to talk about Sierra. This is goals. 55 years strong. Shit, 10 years strong of no embarrassment. And bullshit, excuse me, we're doing better on not cursing. and mess and trauma, new created trauma, you know? Singleness is not a punishment. It is actually a reward. It's a reward to yourself to live at your highest potential, to seek who you really are, to really be by yourself alone, quiet, silence. I think that's what people are really scared of. The silence of really sitting by yourself with your thoughts, who you really are, how you really feel about life, how you really react to things. Getting to know yourself can be very scary, people. Singleness is not a punishment, it is a reward. You punish yourself when you keep trying to distract yourself with relationships for your whole life. You know what, one thing that annoys me the most, I haven't looked at these cards yet because I could go on and on about this. You know one thing that annoys me? When people say, I'm a relationship person. I gotta put my glasses on for this. I'm a relationship person. What the absolute figgity does that mean? Because when I hear I'm a relationship person, all I hear is I'm a person that does not like to be alone. But talk back to all my relationship people. Do you think that anybody else in the world is a person that just want to just be a gigolo? Yes, there are people that want to be gigolos. And I do understand it. There are people, let's just talk as men. There are men that just simply for the rest of their lives, I was talking to one of my male friends. He's 50. For the rest of his life, he does not want to be married. He wants to live his life as a bachelor. And it's absolutely nothing wrong with that. We do not have to fit the standards of society and what we're supposed to be doing by whatever time. I scrapped that a long time ago because if I was supposed to fit all the made up stuff, I'm working on my cursing. I'm doing better. I'm so proud. But if I was supposed to be doing all the made up stuff that I had in my mind or whatever society and this, that, and that, honey, I wanted my first child by the time I was 20. So in my calculations, by the time my child was 20, I'd be 40 and all that blah, blah, blah. At this point, I want to have my first child when I'm 40. I think I really am going to be a millionaire by then. I feel it's given 32 for my millionaire status for me. I'm going to say 30 because anything can happen by then. But it's really given 32. And 40, I think we'll really be legit ready to go. Surrogacy, all. Because I don't know if I really want to go through that. And realistically, it wouldn't make me any less of a woman if I really decide to extract my eggs and allow another woman to carry my child for me. I really don't feel any type of way about it. A lot of people tell me, you gotta have a baby at least once. What if I did and that'd be the one time that I died? It's just real. I'm not being dramatic. It's a real thing. So I definitely have to make sure that I have money. They take care of us a lot better when you do. That's a conversation for another day. Said that to say, I didn't just go all the way back because I said that to say about the relationship people. I get that, there's a 50-year-old man that never wants to get married. And then there are people that want to be in relationships. I get that. But for some reason, every person that ends up telling me that is a person that I feel like should be working a little bit harder on themselves before they want to be in a relationship. That's just my opinion. That's why this is my show, because all of these things are just my opinion. And I appreciate you all for watching, but we have to remember that this is how Lee sees it. So does that mean that is the absolute gospel of the world? Yes. No, it's not the gospel. It's just what I think. It's just how I would do things. Everything in life is just about perception. And my perception it's only based on the life that I lived and the life that I want to continue to live and the life that I want to have going forward. So my perception may not be your perception. You may really think singleness is a punishment, and I'm here to tell you you're wrong. All right, hey, stop. But back to the reward in itself. What I'm saying is that I know a lot of older people that might be considered relationship people. And in this big old age, I'm proud of myself to be able to try to extract who these people really are out of them. Who are you? What do you enjoy? What do you want to do outside of being a mama, outside of being a daddy, outside of being a wife or a husband and working? Because in their generation, they didn't get much more. They didn't get the opportunities that we have to be greater. Like social media in itself gave people platforms to be greater by doing the stupidest stuff. So it's way different. But I'm more focused on, all right, now at this big old age, who are you? It's never too late to still discover yourself. The journey of self-discovery never ends. It never ends. Every day is a journey of self-discovery. We can be different than who we were yesterday every single day that we wake up. I feel like I get better every day. I get smarter, wiser, hopefully more patient. Because, baby, the people of the world, when they just be out there peopling, I just be like, why? I don't want a car because it makes no sense. I live way too close to work. I'll probably end up being late sitting in traffic. But I hate being in public transportation with these people. But that's a conversation for another day. You know, I can go everywhere. I want to just say that I heard a quote from a very bright, ambitious, smart young Black woman, and I quote, this thing shook me. When I heard this, I was like, wow. Almost thought it was Maya Angelou. Phenomenal, you know? And she said, I am not a woman aspiring to be a wife or a mother. My only aspiration in life is to break the chains of poverty. The only thing I am actively chasing is financial freedom. Everything else will find me. Asia Lee. I mean, damn. That was some real serious juice. Some real serious knowledge that was dropped on y'all. I think that should go and quoted in a book somewhere because that was amazing. And I think I gotta read it again in my actual voice. I am not a woman aspiring to be a wife or a mother. My only aspiration in life is to break the chains of poverty. The only thing I am actively chasing is financial freedom. Everything else will find me, and that is legit. My life is literally based on, and in my singleness, I've been able to do this. When I was in a relationship, I'm telling you, I wanted to work out. I worked out. We tried to do it together, and it still just never got executed the right way because that wasn't his mission too. That was my mission, and I got distracted because we weren't like-minded on that one. See what I'm saying about it? You have to be aligned. Of course, being in a relationship is amazing if it keeps you aligned with who you are when you're by yourself. Come on, Asia. Come on, bring the children to church. It's just so real. My life is dedicated to everything that I want to do. I go to the gym. I pick up and do that whenever I feel like it. I don't have to sit here and cook for any children, any husband, anything that my heart desires to do, I can pick up and do whenever I want to. My singleness is a reward to myself. And the longer that I'm single, the more I'm going to keep rewarding myself because I'm going to keep feeding my spirit. I'm going to keep feeding my soul. I'm going to keep feeding my heart's desires mentally, physically, financially. Do you feel the energy? Let me give y'all some. Feed yourself. Reward yourself for who you really are. Yes. Reward yourself with healing your childhood traumas, with sitting in a room alone and figuring out why you react to things the way you do, why certain things hurt you. Instead of I'm just how I am, and that's it. No, you're disturbed. You're a little mentally ill. There's a lot of things going on there, okay? Let's get deeper into that. Reward yourself with wanting to do what you really want to do. What is your passion? We are not meant and built to work for anybody for the rest of our lives. Are you kidding me? We are creators. Reward yourself with really sitting down like, this is what I love, and you can make money off of it. If you're going to be on social media, please use it. I'm telling y'all, I love it here because I enjoy social media, but it's not to just lurk around. It's like, it's kind of creepy that some of you guys just never post anything and it's just weird. You don't post anything, you might like something, but why are you here? To watch everybody else live their best life? What the hell? A lot of things I miss. I don't even see a lot of stories all day because I'm on here promoting my stuff and I'm out. Catch y'all tomorrow, same time, okay? Same place. Because I got to head to the gym. And I have other things that I need to do. And I have to record podcast episodes. But then after that's done, I have to edit the podcast episodes. And then I have to make lip gloss. And then I have to fill orders. And then I have to continue to be great every day. And then I work for the YT. And I'm over there fighting. I actually enjoy working for the YT because I'm over there fighting injustice all day, every day. Like, my life is purposeful. And I'm not saying that when you're in a relationship, it's not purposeful. It can be purposeful. Relationships can be very purposeful. Sometimes you meet people for y'all to help each other, but y'all got to be doing that. That's what I'm saying. That's the point. A lot of y'all meet each other and bring the worst out of each other. Neither one of you know how to communicate. And now y'all both going crazy. Somebody, anybody, help one another instead of damaging each other more because you don't want to be alone. Two halvesies coming together making more brokenness. Come on now. We want a whole person and a whole person to make another whole piece. Healthy. Oh, man. Okay, y'all. See, I feel like dating has been very annoying too. I actually enjoy singleness to the fullest capacity at this point, without dating, without talking to anybody. And I actually saw a meme today that was absolutely beautiful. Like, listen, the gist of it was, if you want to get next to me, start as platonic as you possibly can without trying to seduce me, and just allow us to enjoy being attracted to one another as human beings, and then we can have good conversations, and that'll make us more attractive. Like, damn, you sexy, and you know how to think, and you know how to speak. But the initial over-sexualization kills everything from the jump, and it doesn't even allow men to see who women really are. Then y'all wonder why this person crazy, or that person don't really know how to talk, or boring, or this, that, and third. It's because you're so focused on the physical, you're so focused on the sexual, that you can't even see that you want a human being after you get your whatever off. You want an actual human interaction, right? But if we could lead with that, that would be great. But of course, that's something that just cannot be forced. Men are either going to be that way or they're not. And I'm not going to be sitting out here acting like there are not men that are not like that. I've had very great conversations with a number of different men. And we're going to give y'all flowers. We're not going to be out here talking like all men are overzealous and abrasive. It's not true. Most, a lot, yes. That is true. But all, no. And those are my favorite ones. So gentlemanly like. And I'm not saying that they get rewarded at all times. What I'm saying is that we appreciate y'all. We see y'all. You are appreciated. But anyway, let's get into dating, right? I was talking to a friend the other day, and this is why everybody's a friend, because you have to pick people's brains. Men, I'm suggesting that you pick a woman's brain before you try to lay with her. See how stupid she might be first. You never really know. She could be absolutely bonkers, absolutely insane. And then y'all trying to run away later. You know you goofy and you do stupid stuff too. You didn't even know that she was going to be able to top what you did. If you would have picked her brain, maybe you would have knew like, oh no, this bitch look crazy. Sorry, we going back. Okay. So that was just a little very confusing, a little very disturbing to me with the friend that I was speaking to. He was a little annoyed that I was friend zoning, and then he like explained a theory of his that he had when it came to dating. He was basically like, first of all, ain't nobody doing that 90-day rule, you know. Don't listen to Steve Harvey. He lied about that. Okay? Yeah, we not doing that. And so basically saying that he want to have sex, and he wasn't saying with me, he's just saying when he's dealing with women, you know, obviously sex is a thing and he wants it to be done. And then he also in the same breath was like, yeah, but don't be asking me 2 months down the line where we going with this and where you see us go. That's the part as a 37-year-old man that he was, that I was just very confused. Like, this is where we're lost. This is why singleness is not a punishment. Dating might be a punishment sometimes too, because people just don't really understand what it takes to do that either. So when you're telling me that you want to have sex and she better be committed to talking about that. But if you want to know where we going with this in the future, girl, please ask me that, won't you? And it's just like, okay, so what do you just want to deal with somebody and just have sex with them and then maybe see where it goes maybe a year or 2 or 3 from now? Yeah, no. That's the point of picking people's brains, so that conversation started there, stayed there. Because I respect his opinion, I respect his perspective, I respect everything about everything that he had to say, because we're all different, just like I want him to respect what I feel. But I was like, yeah, no, And what kills me about men is that they go from 1 second, they don't really care about it. And yeah, it's not that big of a deal to if a woman tells you, yeah, I'm not really with it, that you don't want to talk to her anymore. All right, you're lost, because it's all manipulation. That just goes to show that you really do care about it that deeply. And I'm glad that you are doing it. Like I tried to tell him, is that I do it as a trick. I'm trying to test him. Yeah, no, definitely probably won't be having sex with you anytime soon, ever. Nah. I won't go that far, but I just make it very clear that it's just not on the table right now. And that is okay. I can do that. You know what I'm saying? I can tell somebody that is insinuating. I'm not about to just bring it up in conversation on my own, but if somebody else is insinuating that's trying to get to know me, air quote, trying to get to know me, but you talking sexual, and I just make it clear that that's just not really the tea. And at first you was like, yeah, it's not all about that. But then you just like, yeah, nah, it's not going to work for me. All right, then bye. What? Somebody told me that men need something to look forward to. And so do women. I need to look forward to the fact that you have an actual head on your shoulders and not just a penis in your pants. We know you have that. Head on the shoulders and then brain inside the head that's on the shoulders. All right, moving along, because we're not going to keep going through this. But what I want people to understand is that soul ties are a really big deal. And it's almost really mind-boggling to me that this is the manipulation factor, though, that men will try to make you feel like you're childish for thinking sex is a big deal. It is. It is. Sex is a big deal. Them soul ties y'all connected with, you think it's not a big deal. That's why them demons jumping into you, your family, and your turmoil, your chaos and confusion, all in your mental. Wondering why things ain't going right for you. You waking up every day stressed out. Soul ties. You're having sex here, there, everywhere, with everybody, everyone, doing it every day. You need a break. We all need a break to get into ourselves. Singleness is not a punishment. Even not dating and just stopping having sex for a while. Just get a clear conscience and a clear mind of just yourself, your own vibration. That's it. Like, and you know what it is? The bottom line is that some people just don't believe that high as far as spirituality and soul ties and vibrations and energy goes. So that part I get. Low frequency, low action to follow. I get that part. But for those of us that actually do believe in energies, soul ties is a real thing. For those of us that believes in spirituality and frequencies, energies, soul ties, it's all interconnected. And it starts with yourself. Get one with you. I'm on a spiritual cleanse. And sometimes I get distracted because I am a human person with desires, with this, that, and the third. But I still bring it back. That's how connected I am still to myself. That's how self-aware I am. That, all right, girl, you're losing it. Bring it back. Focus that. Here with it. Plaque out. I don't know. I just feel like the more choosy that we become with ourselves, and I really want this for men, honestly. The more choosy men can become, we all know the black man has it the worst in the world. Y'all gonna scream that to the mountaintops, and I absolutely do believe a black man in America lives the scariest life. But let's start doing things that can make y'all lives a little better. Stop getting involved with women, exploiting their feelings and emotions just for a little piece of cat. How about you focus up? I know men need sex, and we know we done normalize that, but there are men in this world that will tell you, probably some of the most successful men in life, that there has been a time where they just had to focus up and get right, and then you can do everything that you want to do when you're finally in that place. But those distractions keep coming, and you keep cutting yourself short from your full potential. And we can just start with singleness. Give yourself that full potential. A lot of men get in fake relationships, can't enjoy the singleness, and really can't live to their full potential. Like, let's start with just building you. As a man, just build you and focus on you. All the women, all the honeys, all the hoochies are going to follow. The more established you are in yourself, and mentally, physically, and financially, the better life is going to be for you when it comes to women to begin with. But don't listen me? What do I know? I'm just a young woman getting my shit together. And I'm just not here for the children's ministry, okay? The children's ministry are the men 30, 35, and older, trying to finesse me, Miss Little 28, young, strong-minded, independent black woman, balancing being independent and maintaining my femininity. That's going to be the next episode coming up. But trying to finesse me into thinking that I have to have sex. I won't. I can't. I don't want to. Jesus said no. Jesus said no. So we're going to keep following this celibacy journey. And you're just going to keep allowing you all to watch me continue to be my highest and greatest self, because every single day I just feel stronger in the mind. And when I'm tested and I fail and I get back up and I'm tested again and I pass and I pass, and then you might fail and stumble a little bit. Like, it's just amazing to me to just see my endurance and my resilience to just be better, to be greater. No matter what gets in my way, I'm going to be great. I want y'all to come with me. And that starts with us embracing being single. Spend some time on what you want to do. Spend some quiet time. Write down your dreams, your goals, the biggest things that you want to see in life for yourself. What do you see for yourself? Do you guys even take a little bit of time to just be like, yeah, this is the life that I see? I'm telling you, I see my life clear as day, honey. I see the house, the calls, the vacations, the nannies, the assistants, the bougie gifts to my friends. I could go on and on and on. But it starts here right now, which is putting that time into yourself. I'm actually dating me, and it's so fun because I'm actually so cute. It's just so much fun. Like, hi. Come up, girl. I'm dating myself, and me and Self, we like to go on vacation. Obviously, we all know that. Me and Self have perfected our baby hairs. Me and Self has perfected our dance moves in the house. Self and I are working on our weight training in the gym now. That's what we're on. Self and I have a lot of great things coming up for 2022. We have a lot of great episodes coming up as well. Self and I are sitting down for 2022 too, and just really getting more focused on these finances and just being great and continuing to encourage our people to be great. Singleness is not a punishment. How about you date yourself? Date yourself. You ever look at yourself in the mirror and be like, wow. Singleness is not a punishment, guys. It's so much fun. The way that I look at myself is how I want my man to look at me. The way that I treat myself every day is how I want my man to treat me. The way I spoil myself and I give myself flowers and I give myself hugs and kisses. And this is why I love my camera, because I could just stare at myself all day and I'm like, yo, your eyes are beautiful. Your hair is gorgeous. Your skin tone, I love your tattoos. You're so funny and smart and trying to learn to be more generous and caring towards others, and educating yourself on things that you were never taught and spreading that message to others. It's like, Self, you're dope, dude. Like, I want to meet a person like me. But you can literally create the person that you want by being that and living that, focusing on that, worrying about that alone, and then boom, that person might run right into you. Who knows? Jesus is the reason for the season. What we do know to be a fact is singleness is not a punishment. Singleness is not a punishment. Having sex with strangers is a punishment to your body. How you be here trying to do a whole sex ed class? Nah, y'all all do what y'all want to do. I also really feel like whatever makes you happy in life, do that. But make sure it really does make you happy. I feel like a lot of times people say certain things make them happy that really don't. That's really ruining them on the inside. So you make sure that that really makes you happy and do it. For those of us that just gotta be with somebody else, you're a relationship person, that's great. And I hope and pray that you're just not neglecting yourself to be a relationship person. That's all. And if it makes you happy to neglect yourself, then by all means, go ahead. No, I'm just playing. Nope, never gonna condone that. What they be having going on in the children's ministry? In the children's ministry, there's no value of sex at all. There's manipulation to get you to do it, and if you're not doing it just to do it, then you are in the children's ministry. They try to put you in the children's ministry and call you childish for being a child of God. In the children's ministry, people don't even have uncomfortable conversation about STDs. That is crazy. When is the last time a lot of y'all got checked? Don't even ask. Y'all don't even ask. Y'all don't even ask people. Nobody gonna look at me crazy for asking when is the last time you've been to the doctor. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I need to know. Yep. Want to know now. And I want proof. Okay? That's why singleness is better, because dating is way too complicated. People are weird. The things that they consider weird is weird to me. You're being weird to me. Okay? But in the Grown Adult Tuesday night teaching over here at Bible study, we enjoy just talking about life. We don't over-sexualize every conversation that we have with the opposite sex. We're into friendship building. We're not pressed to have sex. I'm telling y'all, it's a little weird. Like, how you meet a stranger and be mad at them for saying you don't want to have sex with you? Like, you don't know nobody else? Because I'll be a little scared. Like, you don't know anyone else, huh? Is there something wrong with it? Because nobody else wants it? Because what is this? Anyway, singleness is a reward, guys. Relationships are actually a distraction. If you are not completely whole right now in the relationship that you're in, there's no judgment. But I will hope that you two are doing your best to push each other to your full potential. And it's okay to take some moments within the relationship to date yourself in that relationship. Like, listen, babe, we both need some time. It's all right for people in a relationship to agree together that y'all both need some time to yourselves. That's okay. That's a healthy relationship right there, to be like, listen, he got to get back to him. I need to get back to me. We just need a little breaky break to just really, what do we enjoy? Not what do we enjoy as a couple. What do we enjoy? What do we enjoy as separate entities? And then we could bring it back together. Just my suggestion. What do I know? What do I know? I'm only a life coach in training. Unless your person is pushing you to your full potential in all aspects of life, I believe that we should all remain single and enjoy the singleness and squeeze the life out of your singleness. Juice that shit. I'm juicing my singleness. Kidding me? I'm in the gym in the morning, in the nighttime. Come and go as I please. Move how I want to. Go on vacation. Have a good time. Don't gotta watch my back. I don't gotta lie. I don't have to cheat. I don't have to deceive. I don't have to eat something else that I wanted to eat instead of eating what I really wanted to eat because you gotta get it for the other person. I'm real selfish. Let me stop. That's what you think about food. For me at this point in life, I'm just choosing to hold off shit on dating. And I'm dating myself until being single is not better than dating. Until being single is not better than being with somebody else. Because as of right now, it is absolutely amazing. I can dedicate all of my time to myself, and I need all of my time. Do y'all know what it takes to get up and do so many different things, and I still don't get everything done? It's a lot. I could look around right now, see 10 million things that need to be done, and I'm not going to do it because I'm tired. Gotta deal with people all day long, and then you gotta come home and deal with yourself. Come on, y'all. We don't got enough time in the world to be in these relationships. Let me stop. Nah, I'm just saying, y'all, please reach your highest potential. And if you're in a relationship and you're reaching your highest potential, please send some of that energy this way. If they have any friends that's just helping women get to their highest potential as they're to their highest potential, and a woman's gonna come into your life and make you better too, you young black king, send it to me. Other than that, konnichiwa. I love it here. Don't need no changes. Let me stop. Nah, this episode was really silly. I look really cute. I want y'all to stay tuned for the next episode. The next episodes coming up are going to be about us as women maintaining our femininity and how difficult it can be sometimes balancing being an independent woman, and making sure that the femininity is maintained and we're not too hard. But we're going to get into some things as to certain factors as to why these things are happening. The girls and I said, and I quote, "Until we are millionaires, there's no more complaining about what is not going right in the dating world. If it's not my husband I am complaining about, what am I talking about?" And we'll leave it there. Holly sees it over now.